Money and spirituality. Where does true wealth come from? In this video, we explore a deeply debated topic across cultures and belief systems: money. In the West, money is often viewed as a tool for freedom and a measure of success. In many Eastern perspectives, however, money is frequently associated with karma, temptation, or renunciation. So how can modern individuals, living in an increasingly complex material world, reconcile financial ambition with a spiritual life? This dialogue isn't just about being rich or poor, it's a journey to rediscover the true meaning of abundance. The structure of this video includes 5 main sections, each with deep analysis and real-life examples, followed by 5 practical application points. Part 1. Spirituality and money. 2 worlds that seem to conflict. For centuries, money and spirituality have often been seen as incompatible paths. On one side is the material world: salaries, bills, bank accounts, and profits. On the other is the invisible world, where people seek peace, enlightenment, and connection with the sacred beyond personal gain. From Eastern temples to Western churches, money has historically been considered an obstacle to truth. In contrast, in many modern societies, wealth is glorified to the point where spirituality becomes a luxury item. The question is, can one live an awakened life and still be wealthy? Can money walk alongside spirituality, like 2 wheels balancing human life? 1.1. The source of the divide. Why do we think money and spirituality are opposed? A deeper reason lies in cultural and religious history. In Buddhism, one of the Buddha's first teachings after enlightenment was, letting go of desire is the path to liberation. Many have misunderstood this to mean desire equals money, and thus assume that money is the root of suffering. In Christianity, the famous Bible verse, "It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God," reinforces the belief that wealth is a spiritual barrier. But if we look closely, neither religion condemns money. They simply warn against greed, attachment, and misuse. Example 1. A monk may own no personal assets, but can still raise hundreds of billions to build temples, provide aid, and train novices. Money flows through them, but does not stick to them. Example 2. Japanese Buddhist billionaire Kazuo Inamori, founder of Kyocera, once said, "Business is a path of spiritual cultivation. Profit reflects virtue." 1.2. Spirituality is not poverty. Poverty is not spirituality. Spirituality is about connection to a higher self, not about performative asceticism. Some poor people may be filled with envy, while some wealthy individuals embody deep compassion. Example 3. A street vendor who donates a small daily amount to feed stray cats may be more spiritually aligned than a wealthy person indifferent to the suffering around them. Example 4. The founders of large nonprofit foundations, like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, remain billionaires, yet treat money as a force for good, not personal accumulation. 1.3. 3 levels of connection between money and spirit. 1. Materializing the spiritual, using money to serve higher purposes, buying books, attending retreats, giving charitably. 2. Spiritualizing the material, earning, spending, and investing with mindfulness, treating it as sacred, not just transactional. 3. Vibrational alignment. You and money operate at the same frequency. You're no longer chasing money. It naturally flows to you in response to your inner growth. Conclusion. Money is not the enemy of spirituality. A clouded mind makes money a burden. A conscious mind makes it a companion. Part 2. Unlocking limiting beliefs about money from the past, culture, and collective unconscious. We're not born with negative beliefs about money. We are programmed with them. From a young age, seemingly harmless phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are often corrupt," or "more money, more problems," take root in our subconscious. Part 2.1. Beliefs passed down from previous generations. Our grandparents lived through war, poverty, and rationing, where survival depended on saving every penny. This created a generational belief that money is scarce, hard-earned, and must be deserved through sacrifice. Example 1. A mother who grew up poor might teach her child to guard money with your life, viewing self-spending as selfish. As an adult, that child feels guilty spending, even when financially secure. Example 2. A young entrepreneur with a $10 million company still fears bankruptcy because of the lasting image of a father who lost everything in 1998. Old beliefs create a subconscious income ceiling. 2.2. Collective unconscious and cultural beliefs. That wealth is evil. In many Asian cultures, a collective belief persists that rich people exploit others, good people are poor, or worse, anyone successful must have cheated somehow. This leads even talented individuals to self-sabotage, avoiding money to not appear greedy. Example 3. A kind-hearted person passionate about education holds back from pricing their course fairly, fearing it might commercialize spirituality. 2.3. Rewriting beliefs. You don't have to be poor to be loved or suffer to be worthy. We need to learn new beliefs. Money flows easily when I live in alignment with my purpose. I can be both wealthy and kind. My income reflects the value I create for others. Mini exercise. Write down 5 money-related phrases you often heard growing up. Then ask, where did this belief come from? Is it universally true? Do I still want to keep it? Changing your inner story changes your financial reality. Releasing old beliefs is like unlocking your mind. Money then becomes something you attract, not struggle for. Part 3. Money is energy. Currency reflects consciousness. Money isn't just paper, digits, or plastic cards. From the lens of energy and modern spirituality, money is a form of energy with its own frequency, flowing like a vibrational wave that interacts with us based on our awareness and beliefs. 3.1. Money has a frequency? It sounds abstract, but it's real. Think back to the last time you held a wad of cash. What did you feel? Excitement? Joy? Anxiety? Guilt? That's your energetic field around money. It shapes how money enters or leaves your life. Example 1. Someone who views money as dangerous or hard-earned may hoard it in fear. They'll always feel lacking because they emit a frequency of not enough. Example 2. Someone who sees money as a resource to serve others may spend with gratitude. Thank you, universe. I'm ready to receive more. Their money flow expands not just by action but vibration. 3.2. The higher your consciousness, the stronger your financial flow. Money doesn't reward those who work hardest. It reflects the expansion of the value you offer. And that value starts from internal thinking. Fear-based mindset earns money through stress and doubt. Awakened mindset earns through creativity, gratitude, and contribution. Example 3. One person live streams for 8 hours a day, yet constantly worries. Customers will complain I'm not good enough. They may earn but feel exhausted. Another sells from a place of, I'm helping others live better. Their positivity naturally attracts more customers. 3.3. 3 vibrational levels of earning. 1. Fear. Earning to survive, avoid failure, always anxious. 2. Hope. Working toward goals with expectation and drive. 3. Love. Earning to serve, uplift, and make a difference. Everyone can raise their vibration. Start by observing your emotions around money and rewriting your inner dialogue. Money is a neutral mirror. It reflects who you are, not how much you have. Part 4. True wealth is an inner state, discovering enoughness so money doesn't always run away. In modern society, wealth is often measured in numbers, bank accounts, real estate, stocks, revenue. But if we step back, we realize true wealth lies not in how much you have, but in your feeling of abundance. 4.1. The trap of mental scarcity. Ever noticed? Some people have $100,000 and still feel it's not enough. Others with just $10,000 feel peace and joy. The difference? Not the amount, it's their internal state. Example 1. Person runs a company making $5 million a year but constantly fears competitors, targets, and burnout. On paper, they're rich. Inside, they feel poor. Example 2. Person B quits a corporate job to open a small bakery. Income is modest, but she feels peaceful, present, and has time with her kids. Not rich by social standards, but deeply abundant. Ball for point 2, the concept of enoughness. Enoughness is a spiritual and psychological state of feeling safe, whole, and not needing to chase. It's an inner pause where we stop seeking external validation and start giving from an overflow within. Someone who is truly enough doesn't need to own more. They trust they can create more. Reflective questions. What makes you feel financially safe? When was the last time you truly felt enough? 4.3. Energy and money flow. Feeling enough helps money stay. When you live from a place of sufficiency, you stop chasing money. And strangely, it starts coming. You no longer act from fear, I must earn fast, but from peace, I'm building long-term value. You stop comparing and start building your own financial path based on your strengths. Example 3. Person A freelances but always feels lacking. They say yes to everything, even draining jobs. Result, fast income but quick burnout. Person B is selective, sets clear value, and says no to misaligned work. They start smaller but grow steadily, built on inner calm. 4.4 From scarcity to wholeness. It's not money that needs healing. It's you often. Our sense of lack isn't about finances. It's about childhood wounds, lack of validation, or unworthiness. The solution isn't just to earn more, though that helps. It's to heal the mind and redefine your own worth. When you feel enough, you become not just wealthier, but lighter, wiser, and more resilient. Part 5. Money as a flow. Knowing how to receive, give, and direct it. If you've ever watched a stream flowing through a valley, you'll notice water doesn't grasp or cling. It flows. Whether over rocks or narrow paths, it moves gracefully. Money is the same. When we understand this and live like flowing water, money comes and stays. 5.1. Money isn't meant to be stored, but to flow. A common mistake, thinking that the more you hoard, the richer you are. But energetically, what is gripped tightly stops flowing. What is circulated grows. If you hold money out of fear, you block its energy. If you use money like water, flowing it purposefully, it generates life. Examples: invest in learning and personal growth. You gain wisdom and energy. Give from the heart. You feel uplifted and prosperous. These don't make you lose money. They help you become someone capable of generating more. 5.2. Knowing how to receive. The art of accepting money with gratitude. Many people don't struggle with spending. They struggle with receiving. When paid well, oh wow, that's too much. When praised, it's nothing really. That's subtle rejection of money's energy. Practice receiving with an open heart. I deserve this compensation. Thank you for this money flowing through me. When you receive as a channel of the universe, you stay clean and flowing, not a stagnant pool. 5.3. Knowing how to give. Right time, right place, right vibration. Giving money isn't a cost. It's an act that keeps the cycle of abundance going. But giving must be conscious. If you give to be liked, it's emotional trade. If you give from guilt, you lose energy. Instead, give with respect to those who truly need, to places where money can multiply, education, healthcare, transformation, with full presence, not just numbers. 5.4. Knowing how to direct. Becoming a conscious steward of wealth. True sustainable wealth isn't having the most money. It's being able to guide your money wisely. Ask yourself, what is your money nourishing? Are you investing in what makes you grow, or just spending to mask wounds? A financially conscious person often allocates money like this: a portion to wisdom, learning, skills, AI, etc. A portion to assets, real estate, stocks, business. A portion for joy, travel, art, meditation. Closing, money, life flow, spiritual flow. Money is not the enemy. Money is energy. Money is reflection. Money is a sacred flow. When we relate consciously, not as a burden, not as a god, but as a river to be respected and guided, we discover true wealth begins within.